They asked Mary up here a question about one of her favorite musicals, and she said it was The Greatest Showman. About P.T. Barnum. Who did he bring on tour in that movie?
Jenny Lind.
Jenny Lind. Do you know one of the places that she was at?
She was here?
She was here.
That's crazy. It's hard when you're even a little bit different from what people think is normal, how hard that can be and how like people treat you sometimes. Some of the hardest times were I've had multiple surgeries and it's been hard to like miss school and fit in. I remember an especially hard one was I had a leg surgery and I came back to school in a wheelchair and everyone just treated me differently and I remember I hated that. I honestly felt like I wasn't up to the standards of my teachers and my peers.
Hey, we're here at Mammoth Cave National Park in southern Kentucky. Luke5 Adventures meeting 4 of our hikers here to experience something that they've never, ever experienced before and probably would not be able to experience aside from the use of our equipment and our volunteers. As you can see, our Sherpas, we call them, our helpers, we have a really special relationship with the staff here at Mammoth Cave National Park. They love the fact that we are making it possible for individuals with disabilities to be able to enter the cave system for the first time ever. We have what we call Rosie, is the apparatus that's part unicycle, part wheelchair, part 2-ended rickshaw that our volunteers maneuver for our hikers. And that piece of equipment enables them to go places that they would never dream about going. And to be down 200 feet below the surface of the earth is one of those places.
I'm John, and this is my wife Ashley. We're here at Mammoth Cave. We've got involved with Luke5. We both have family members who have disabilities and are wheelchair bound. My nephew, who's actually going to be on the hike today, is 13 and he has spina bifida. And actually, Ashley's brother, who's 30, he has spina bifida and he's a full-time wheelchair user.
Had to make, not sacrifices in a sense, but definitely haven't done certain things. We've never come to Mammoth Cave.
So I'm the youngest of 5. We would always take vacation down here to Mammoth Cave and probably been here, 10, 12 times before. And just so to see my nephew here for the first time is going to be really cool. So I'm excited.
That's good, yeah. Thank you.
I'm Eric. This is my son Jonas.
Hello.
And this is our first time with Luke5 Adventures. Both of us are outdoor rock climbers and we do a lot of backpacking and camping ourselves, and just really excited for the opportunity to share that with this group. The physical endeavor is important, but equally as important is the time that you share with your community outside.
If I'm calling favorite trip, I really liked, back in December, we went to the Christmas cave.
Oh yeah.
And did a hike down there, and it was just really cool. I loved it down there.
I've been with Luke5 since about their 2nd year. I initially found out I was part of a hiking group that worked with the Cincinnati Parks Foundation, and Luke5 partners up with Cincinnati Parks for the Everybody Mount Airy program with Cincinnati Children's. So that's how I initially got involved with Luke5, and now 2 years later I'm still deeply involved, getting my daughter involved and kind of trying to give back to Luke5.
I'm a college student starting this year, and so I enjoy school a lot. I go to Miami Hamilton for a special education major.
Okay.
I grew up in Oxford, Ohio, and when I was 2, I was diagnosed with a brain tumor, and so that left me without use of my left arm and little use of my left leg, other than basic walking for short distances, and so that kind of left me unable to experience the wonders and joys of being able to go on a hike. And so Luke5 was just like a blessing, and I have just had the most amazing time. I really want to work to help special needs children find a sense of potential and just figure out that it's okay to be different, and in fact it's beautiful.
I don't really do much outdoor stuff. Like, I go to a camp every year. It has like archery and stuff like that, and like boating and fishing. I felt like I could fall asleep once in a while when I was in it. Once in a while you could hear like the water in the background just flowing in other parts of the cave.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, I see it.
Well, one little candle will do. If you look around, I can see everybody.
My parents they're just incredible. They've been with me every step of the way, and they're probably my biggest supporters. And my grandparents have been there as well every step of the way. And they're just amazing, and they're huge supporters. It was one of the coolest hikes I think I've ever been on. I've been on quite a few. My first hike was back in 2020 when we were all still wearing masks and being careful from COVID. But I remember, despite the masks and despite not knowing anyone from Luke5 yet, they were just so kind and so sweet and just would talk to me about what my life was like and about what I liked to do. And I remember that made me feel just so comfortable, and I loved that. This summer, Luke5 took me to Colorado, and I was able to hike a 10K mountain and make the summit. And so that was just amazing. It makes me feel like I can do anything. Every time I'm out in nature, honestly, I am just amazed by the things that I see and what God has put on the earth for us and to enjoy. And just, it's so amazing.